Welcome back to the Hill. 4 months after the devastating wildfires in Maui, the island is reopening. But for the residents of Lahaina, the struggle continues. Over 6,000 people are still displaced, living in hotels. Governor Josh Green wants to do something about that. He's now pushing for 3,000 short-term vacation rentals to be converted into long-term housing for those displaced by the wildfire. And joining us now is Hawaii Governor Josh Green. Aloha, Governor. Thanks very much for joining us today. It's good to see you again, sir.
It's great to see you. Thanks for having me.
All righty. Thousands of survivors still have no place to live. Many have been moving from hotel to hotel, others camping in tents on the beach. You have said you're thinking about a moratorium that we just talked about on short-term rentals and putting these folks in the Airbnbs or VRBOs or whatever the case may be. You bring the hammer down and make that happen. When are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it in January if we don't get enough help. Let me frame this for everyone, and so they know that it's not some kind of dangerous idea or a policy decision that's fickle. We have 27,000 short-term rentals on the island of Maui. We have 3,000 families that need housing. Now, what I'm proposing is gently to have people volunteer to transition their short-term rental to a long-term rental. We will keep them whole. In other words, we'll give them fair market rate for what they were getting at their short-term rental rate. And we also passed a tax break, the county government did, so that they will not pay property taxes for 18 months. So it keeps them whole, but we need 3,000 people to step up, those who have these properties, because that way we can get our people out of hotels, of which there are 6,126 people in hotels right now, and into long-term rentals, so over time I can build housing.
Okay, I'm going to turn to what happened the day of that horrible day in early August. There were warnings about the wind that could be dangerous if a fire were to break out and have it spread, as it obviously and catastrophically did. Why weren't the weather warnings? There's a new report out, I think, in the San Francisco Chronicle. Why weren't these weather warnings heeded? Why weren't more people made aware of the danger?
Well, what happened was the fire broke out early in the morning, around 9:30 in the morning in Lahaina, and it was put out. That fire was put out even though there were winds. Then there were 3 other fires that broke loose upcountry. The firefighters went to fight those, and the fire rekindled sometime between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. The fire department, which has somewhat finite resources, was ultimately occupied, and the tragedy occurred. There were always concerns about fire going to Lahaina, going to any part of our state. There was another fire on Big Island at the same time. So as to them heating the fire, they did, but they had incomplete capacity. And by the time the fire raged and 74-mile-per-hour winds moved it down the mountain, it was too late. That's the tragedy that we face, and we lost 100 souls that we love. So we're digging out, we're building again, we're healing, but let me just say this. Mahalo to the whole country, to America, for sending their generosity and prayers to us, because we are going through a healing process here in Hawaii.
I know we all share that sentiment, Governor. Thank you very much. Mahalo to you, and have a great new year out there in Hawaii. We appreciate your presence here today. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay. So, a panel, we saw the president visit Hawaii, and I'm going to bring Mick in on this, too. The president visited Hawaii in the wake of those wildfires, and it's sort of a tangential issue, but always curious about, Mick, where the president or any president chooses to go in the wake of a natural disaster. The president hasn't been to the southern border. He hasn't been to East Palestine, Ohio, for that matter, either, after that toxic cloud inundated that town. How does that work, Mick? Why do you think the president has not been to some of those places and has been to Maui? Does it have anything to do with blue state, red state?
It does and it doesn't, Mike. Here's the issue. The president's most valuable asset is his time, period, end of story. And how he spends his time is sort of reflects what his priorities are. That's just life. The president's only got 24 hours in a day. He's always the president.
Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.